Welcome back to Sofa Talks with Roshi Rosh, and I am joined by the lovely Cassie Wrights today. A little bit of bullet bang bang there because this is my first female artist, so I'm really happy to have you on our show today. How are you?
I am cool, man. I am just great, just really calm.
You are very cool. I just literally, your vibe is just so welcoming, open, friendly. But you wouldn't really expect that from a female grime artist.
Yeah, you'd expect just
yeah, like face push-ups.
Yeah, because trying to be. I ain't got time to be like that. I've always been a bubbly, cubbly. Well, not always. Okay, sometimes things happen in it, but I'm a vibrant person. I really want to portray that, and I am that. I've always been like that. So yeah.
So being such a vibrant and bubbly and colourful person, how did you kind of fall into the drill, the kind of UK grime scene? Because I look at your face and I think, oh, she's gonna sing something amazing.
Yeah, I always get that. I always get, oh, you're are you Erykah Badu?
Yeah.
Before I perform, and I'm like, yeah. And then when I go on there,
you're like, oh right, this is what she's about.
Yeah, so I don't know, what's it called? Well, to be fair, I was singing before I was rapping, innit? Okay. But I found rapping to be more expressive, and I had a lot of just a rubbish past, innit? I had a lot of rejection in school, in my family, and just a lot of stupidness happening. I have a huge twang with my accent, with how I talk as well, just so you know. Yeah, so you're gonna hear a lot of patois, yeah, but
we have no problem with that.
Yeah, but just a load of rubbishness, and it was just I feel like I started doing poetry. I was just and then I was just I might as well rap because I love music, and I wanted to let out my aggression on something. I needed the perfect genre, and grime and that, grime and draw and all of that just does it for me. And I like the beat. I just like I like bass. And you know what? I'll try and do a soft song here and there, and I'll just be add some more bass in there, and then it turns into something mad, something mad, and it's just okay, well, it was supposed to be something gentle, but now it's turned into some next up this to somebody. I'm just well, that's how it goes, you get me? So, but I guess that's where all my aggression goes to anyway, so you get to see me like this all the time, so
would you say there's two different Cassies then? One that's the Cassie that's sitting with me right now, lovely, smiling, friendly, and then the other Cassie that when she gets in the booth, like I just saw, it is madness.
I mean, yeah, but when I'm still as you saw me before, I still add my vibrantness to it. I never used to do that as well. Before I was just all hold tight, I don't know if I can say. Can I say one extra on here? Yeah, hold tight, one extra, hold tight. I'd be all serious. Now it's I feel like I can have fun. So it's but I'm still, I guess there's two sides of me, I guess.
I feel like there's a stigma on female UK artists, especially female UK rappers.
Yeah.
One, that you have to have a bit of attitude, or you have to have maybe a gang or someone that's supporting you behind you.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see. It's kind of refreshing to see somebody that's come into the industry that is trying to achieve that UK female rap artist title without all of those things that we've already seen before.
Yeah, yes, that's just not. It's not me. Do you know what I mean? It's just not.
So what would you say would set you apart from yourself and other female UK rappers?
Well, one thing I guess is, I'm not saying there's not a lot of female rappers who talk about their life like that, but obviously nowadays you'll hear a lot of female rappers. Not that I have a problem with it, but they'll normally talk about being fleeky and and I'm not saying that I just can't just write a song based off of that. I always speak truth in my songs, and I always I'm gritty. I'm just natural. I have to just be hard. I have to have wordplay. I can't be simple. Do you know what I mean? And that's what a lot of, in my opinion, that's what a lot of female MCs or female rappers portray a lot by accident. I don't think they mean to do it. Because it's like, and the thing is, it's like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing and you shouldn't do it. But it's like, can you actually rap? Because at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, it all goes back to like hip hop and who can really bar and who can really thing. And then the only people they can mention is like, you know, just like Dr. Dre, you know, Snoop, oh my days, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, and you know, and then the women MC like Roxanne, and it's like, you know, it just becomes a thing of like, is there any like females today that can hold that same?
But that's where I was going to, because I feel like in this day and age, you know, for you, that's somebody that's coming out with just raw talent. It's not something that we're seeing. If you think about who's been successful from the UK, you've got Steph London.
Yeah.
You know, they're people that they are talented. Don't get me wrong, can't knock them.
Steph London, but she's one of them. She does the whole fleeky thing, but she's actually hard. I actually rate her.
She is a good artist.
She can actually rap. When she actually lays down bars, she can actually rap. Same thing with Miss Banks. When, you know what I mean, they can actually do it. But obviously, especially nowadays, how it's going, it's like, it's kind of like how in the USA, how, you know, girls will talk about like sex a lot and and how
everything is sexualized. So how being a new and upcoming artist, you can see that a lot of the people that have made it through this industry have sexualized themselves.
Yeah.
And you're not about that. So how do you feel that you're going to be able to kind of break the industry, being somebody that's completely different from that? You're not doing the same as them.
I feel like, how do I feel? Do I feel like it's gonna be difficult or something? Probably, yeah. Of course, yeah. It's like getting into the industry is gonna be difficult anyway. Yeah, especially when I'm not sexual and that. Like, you know, but it is what it is. And the thing is, I know I'll last longer because of that as well, and I'll definitely have a story to tell. It's like, I really want to stay true to myself and what I have to say and everything. And I know it's gonna be hard, but it's like, I enjoy the journey. I always enjoy the journey, and I know the right people are gonna see me. I'm gonna attract the right people, and just get what I need from it. Do you know what I mean? And what I'm looking for. So.
How long have you been doing music for now?
I'll say from when I was 16. So like 3 years. Seriously, since when I was 16. So 3 years. I was doing it before, but it wasn't like that serious, you know. So. Yeah, 3 years, yeah. Okay.
So what differences do you see from when you first started doing music at the age of 16 to doing music now at 19?
Well, the difference with that is when I was 16, I didn't have management. I wasn't that good. Well, no, I was actually.
Don't say that. You was good.
I was, but I was just, my confidence was so... and I didn't know what branding was. I didn't know anything. Like, I didn't know anything about industry and how to present yourself. I just didn't care, and I think that I still fell in love with that side of me because I still, it allowed the raw me to just come out and just rap and not care about anything. But I still lacked confidence in what I actually, because there was some things that I wanted to rap about that I didn't, because I was just like,
you wasn't sure how people would take it.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, like, is it me and this and that? But it was like, I don't know if they want to hear a 16-year-old say this or da-da-da-da-da. And it's basically the stuff I'm saying now, innit? And it's just like, people like it, and it's like, okay, cool. And it was just that, like, fixing myself up a bit. It was just now, to me, looks do matter to me. Like, to other artists, I don't care. Before, it still mattered, but I thought, like, wearing regular clothes, okay, like, this is gonna sound so minor to people, yeah, with the clothing thing. I like style, innit? I like bright, colourful things. I like doing myself up and everything. But before, I just didn't do it before, and it was like, I wanted to, but again, it's the confidence thing, and then being in grime, and it's the perception of what people want me to be. Or like, it was just like, nah, this is you still, hoodie, grey, da-da-da-da-da. And it was like, at the time, I was like, oh yeah. Didn't really know what I was. So that was the old me. Now it's like, especially after, like, during quarantine, I've had a lot of time to just be like, no, I like this, I like that. I use Pinterest a lot. That helps me a lot
I
with
love Pinterest.
Yeah, that helps me a lot with what I like. Like, I like jewelry, I like nails.
You like your pink as well.
And I never liked pink before as well.
Oh, it's my favourite colour.
Yeah, I love it now. Everything's, my toothbrush is pink, everything. Like, all of that is pink, so.
This is what I love. I love that you've got really raw lyrics, but you're so girly as well. And it's just that contrast. I think, you know, we haven't had an artist that's like that, where, you know, they're really speaking a lot of factual information through their music, but has such a personality that people are drawn to. So I know that you've got, like, your followers, they're always commenting on your Instagram just to say that they love you and they're supporting you, and I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So do you feel, you know, coming up in the industry at this age, that it's a good time for someone like yourself?
Well, yeah, especially in the speed it's going, yeah, because, like, obviously I had my own personal challenges before that's also shown me how strong I am as a person, and also it's like it's also showing, even though I'm young, but like girls that are even younger than me, like, I can actually do this and I can be myself, and I don't have to rap about especially me being young, looking at like older rappers like Nicki Minaj, and it's not saying that I love Nicki, by the way, but like I can easily look up to her at my age and be like, I need to do this to succeed, whereas I'm not. And then a younger can be like that, can see that and be like, oh, Cassie's 19 and she doesn't feel like she has to do that. So, you know, and obviously there are doors that can be opened. There are doors that can be opened to that form of success, but it is going to be harder. But you know what? It's like, this time that I'm in now, my job is to definitely show younger girls, like, it doesn't have to be like this. And it's not, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but it's like, there's different, you don't have, if you don't, because there's some girls that come out here that are rapping and they don't want to rap about, like, you know, them doing that madness or whatever. They don't want to rap about that, but they feel like they have to, because they want to earn millions, and and it's like, and then okay, and then when I blow, then I'll rap about serious stuff. But it's like, that goes with branding though. If your brand is this and then you start doing this, it's like, and then if you want to look at labels, they're gonna be like, no, this is you, and then you're gonna be unhappy, and then it's just like, whether you get with a label or not. So it's just one of them things. It's just like, at least this is the time I'm showing to stay true to yourself, especially now, because before I wasn't, even though I wasn't even rapping about stuff like that, I still wasn't true to myself, because I knew what I liked, but I just wasn't, because I was just afraid of what everyone else was going to think. Yeah. But now it's just like...
So now that you've let go of that fear of thinking about what everybody else is thinking, how do you feel within yourself?
I feel free. I just feel so free. I feel like I'm getting different ideas every day. I can just be like, okay, if I can do this, I can do this. All right, how am I going to go about it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, everything is just, ideas are just, I have a diary in my bag. It's messy as hell, yeah, but like, I understand it. And I always just
It's for you, it's not for anybody else.
Yeah, like you know, so if you look in it, I don't care. I ain't writing Dear Diary, I met a boy. Like, it's like...
That's what's in my diary. 5 o'clock today.
No, but like, I just scribble down ideas and I just try my best to, like, even if it takes like how many months, I just try to work towards it. Because do you know what's fun? I actually will forget, but it's like, I always look in that diary and I'm like, oh yeah, that is a good idea still. Let me, do you know what I mean? And I try just take baby steps to work towards them, because some are very pricey. Like, this setup here that you guys have done, you lot done so well with this, by the way. Yeah, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed.
The guys of Flow Studios worked really hard to get this set up. It's really good studio, isn't it?
So, but like, stuff like this, I want one day. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like baby steps to push towards that, and then types of songs I want to make. Not just cruddy songs now, like storytelling. Like, I listen to a lot of Joyner Lucas.
Okay.
So it's like, I really want to I want to just push towards that. So since I've been free, I know what my branding is. I know what I want to do. And I just know now. Whereas before it was like, well, you know, let's just see what happens. But then it was like, I always felt like I was stuck. Now it's like I can go. I feel like nothing.
Now you're flying the nest.
Yeah, but the only thing is lockdown, so it's just like.
Well, I was gonna say, because you have been very active. I mean, 2020 has not been an unsuccessful year for you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just said to me that you didn't feel that you've done a lot during lockdown. So, what have you been doing during lockdown, and how have you kept yourself motivated?
Well, for all the people who believe in God out there, I've given my life to Christ, right? So, like, I've really just been just having a close relationship with God. He's the big reason why I have been able to be free and just know what I want to do. You know, that's, you know, and I took a little break during lockdown as well, because I technically hadn't really done that before since I was 16. Okay. There was little intervals I had, but it wasn't enough for me to do things. Like, I would be like, okay, I'm taking a break, and then when I'd hear a beat I like, I'd be like, oh, and then I would be doing this, and I'm doing radio sets and and it's not giving myself a chance to understand who I was. So now it's just like, during the lockdown, it gave me a chance to just do that, and then obviously bounced back, and then I started just laying out things, started thinking of ideas. Okay, what do I want to do? Started writing down stuff in the diary, and just started writing bars, to be honest. And then obviously started releasing freestyles again,
because that's what you're kind of about, isn't it?
Yeah, and like,
you're like the freestyle queen.
I do my thing, innit? Like, yeah.
I've always wanted to know, like, this is just me personally wanting to know, how on earth do you think so quickly to be able to get your lyrics out and for them to make sense?
I don't even know. I don't know. It's just a
talent that some people have got and some people haven't.
Yeah. You either have it
or you don't.
I don't know. I don't need to be
no, but I think it's true. It's definitely true, because it's hard. I've tried to do it several times. I've failed miserably.
I mean, it depends. It depends on how you work. To be honest, yeah, it takes me ages to write, like ages, and it's also like, I just think I don't just write anything. I'm just like, I really have to like think of how this is gonna go. It's very embarrassing writing in front of people as well, because I write and I mumble a lot. So I don't know how everyone else does it, but I really piece it together. It's hard to explain, but like, I don't just be like, yeah, I'll just rhyme it with this. Like, I really think about it till I'm just like, oh, like, I don't know what
that's coming down.
Yes, I have a new EP coming out real soon.
What's it called? Have you got a name yet?
I do, but like...
Are we not allowed to know?
No.
Okay, fine.
This EP though is gonna be hilarious. I was going through some things last year, innit? So and the thing is, it's very ruthless, but I still feel like that side of me needs to be heard. Okay. I don't want to shut that side down, so, you know...
It's so important as an artist to keep every side open, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm somebody that always likes everyone to be heard. Yeah. I don't want to shut, because I've had that a lot in my life. I've like been shut down, or your idea is not good enough, or how you think isn't good enough, and I'm just like, yeah.
How did that make you feel, getting shut down when you're trying to, you know, approach people about your music?
Angry. Just angry, and just like, why, like, but then this person jealous and envy, like very envious and whatever, but I never went up to that person and was like that with them. I was always supportive, but I was just like, why though? Do you know what I mean? So, but you know, as time went on, I just took advice from people, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just get good. I'm gonna be so good till you can't ignore me. You can't ignore me. Do you know what I mean? And you know, now I'm alright. I'm okay. Even if you don't want to hear me, that's fine. Like, eventually you'll like it. I don't care, to be honest. It's like, it's cool now. But
what advice would you give to young girls that are trying to maybe get into the music industry and are constantly getting told no? What advice would you give them?
Just keep going. Like, if you're passionate about music and you wanna live off your music and one day and just do your thing, just keep going, because you know what, in this industry, a lot of women, till this day, we get turned down. Even though there's more of an equality thing trying to happen, we're still getting turned down. We're especially as black women, we have to be sexualized, we have to be this in order to get to a certain level. Like, honestly, for me, it's like, you know what, even if I don't hit like 100 million followers or views or whatever, I know I'll still be successful, and I know I'll have my group of people who like me, and I know I'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, just keep going, just keep striving, keep doing what you want to do, and don't let no one, because at the end of the day, when you are successful, that's when everyone wants to understand. How did you do it? Oh, you're so great. Do you get what I'm saying? So just keep doing what you're doing, honestly, because it's just, it ain't worth it, man. It's really not worth letting them destroy your dreams, man. And you know you can be something good with like the same spark you had when you started, and you didn't even think you could be something like Booty Shaken or whatever. It's the same spark you should have throughout. Like, you know you can make it. You know you got something there. So you know what I mean?
Is it important to have a good network of people around you, especially if you're constantly getting told no? How would you? What kind of options or what kind of things would you suggest to keep people motivated?
Definitely have a good people. Definitely, because that helped me a lot, having good people around me. At first, when I used to hear it all the time, because I never had... I'm not going to say I never had, but it's just like, as everything happened in quarantine, I just started having good people around me in quarantine. Okay. So it was like proper music. Is that
your manager and those people?
They were always around, but I mean, like, personally, like, and okay, a rapper called Names Bliss, right? He's been my mentor since college. Okay. But he wasn't around like that. Since quarantine, he has been. Yeah. So it's like him, and then like some other people have been about, and it's like, it has helped me. And before, I used to underestimate that advice and be like, have good people, but it's like, you know, but it actually motivates me. Every time I talk to him about what I want to do and everything, I just get filled up. I'm writing things down in my diary. We both feed off each other. Yeah, and it's just like, actually, this is actually mental. Like, having good people around you is a mad one. And also just how can I say, try and see everything in life as like everything you look at as a idea. How can, like, do you know what I mean? Like, or just
inspiration.
Yeah,
everything is inspiration, isn't it?
And watch a YouTuber called Nissy T. Yeah, she does it. Like, she really, for me, she really kicks me up the backside, and it's like, I love her videos so much, because she really just makes you be like, what do you want to achieve? Write down goals, make sure you do it, discipline yourself. If you don't, then you ain't gonna go nowhere. And she doesn't say it in like a rude way. She said it because she actually wants you to
uplifting.
Yeah, because she's tired. Like me and her. Like, one thing I can relate with her. She's tired of seeing people, especially black people, just not get anywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, like, I got 9 to 5. I can't. I'll do it tomorrow. And that was always me, a tomorrow person. and then like 3 months go by, and it's like, oh, what have I done? And I've
didn't do anything.
Do you know what I mean? And I've had.
You're not the only person. I think there's a lot of people that have gone through phases like that. Even if, you know, someone that's successful, for example, I don't know, I can't think of anyone at the moment. Oh, Beyonce.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure before she started being Beyonce, she would have had stages in her life where she wasn't completely focused. Yeah. It's actually natural for us to be like that.
Yeah.
But what separates those successful people from those that aren't as necessarily as successful is that determination and consistency.
Yeah, and it's not easy, because especially like cases of depression, things like that reign over you, especially when you're doing music. For me, a big challenge with me was investing. Like, I didn't want to lose money too much. Yeah. Now I'm used to it. Now it's like, okay, cool. Before it was like, and I used to get so depressed. I have no money. I have no nothing. Now it's just like, okay, cool. But this is going towards something good, and I know you got to put in money to get money and all this sort of stuff. Or like, just like stuff from the past, or like even flashbacks, like just stuff from the past of being hurt, like hearing, oh, you're not gonna be nothing, or you have, or just seeing certain numbers again and seeing that you might have to strip one day to get to a certain level. Things like that do hit me, and do push me, and do bring me back a bit, and I'm just like, what's the point sometimes, you know what I mean? And then I'm just like, all right, then I'll just come back. But then I don't know, like, obviously I pray a lot as well, so that helps as well. But like, I just block that out.
It's quite interesting that you're quite a godly person, especially the fact that you do a lot of drill, a lot of UK rap. So, you know, how does your family how do they take the fact that you're doing a lot of UK rap?
All right. Well, with my Christianity, that kind of My grandma was really into it, and that when I was little, and you know, when I was little, I always believed in God, but I just, you know, it's grandma, innit? Like, yeah, okay, she's praying, all right, you know, do you know what I mean? She taught me a little prayer, and it was never like in a family thing. It was just mainly her. I kind of picked up Christianity by myself, and like I don't really see it as a religion. It's like my own relationship with God. So when I'm spitting drill, I mean, like my cousins, they're all for it. Like I don't really know what they don't really say anything. Like my older generation, like they're just like, yeah, do your music. But like my cousins, they're younger in it. So my brother as well, they're younger, so they're like, oh, everything you do is sick, like just keep it.
That's amazing. It's nice to have that support, isn't it?
Yeah, so they get it, so they're just like, okay, you as the older generation, they're not
really understanding, because to them it sounds very aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like, yo, the Christian, like the thing, like I said, it's a relationship with God, it's a personal thing with me and God. So obviously I'm not gonna come out and just be like, well, constantly just make gospel rap and this and that. Like, how I see it is, in a spiritual way, God has taken away all my burdens so I can rap. Because if my mental health is messed up, I can't rap. I can't write. I can't do it. It won't be the same. So it's just like, I don't think, like, this goes for anyone who's like a strong believer in God, yeah. You don't have to come out and, always be rapping about God and da-da-da-da-da. Obviously, I make a lot of reference to God in my songs, but I'm still raw. You can still empathize with me, because I can talk about things in your life and your life and your life without me even knowing. And it's just like, and I'm a God-fearing person. I'm not saying that you have to convert. I'm not saying you have to do all this stuff, but at least you can see, like, because there's a lot of Christians, you can't really have a connection with them because you feel like they're so
far away, so distant.
Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas me, I'm still like, you wouldn't know I am. Like, I'm still cool. You can chat to me, and I'm not going to push God in your face. Like, I'm just like, you know, I'm calm. If you want to talk about God, we can, innit? But it's like, yeah, what did you do today? Like, yeah.
So I know you did an EP last year.
Yeah,
what was it called? Starts Here. Okay.
Starts Here,
I like that. That's making a statement. Starts here with me.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah, and you know what? That's so fun. Like the name of it, I named it that, meaning like the start of the start of a new me, and no more bullshit, no more rubbish, none of that. And that came out literally a couple weeks after I moved out of my aunt. Like, I didn't move. Okay, that's another story in itself. In itself, yeah. But I moved into a new place, and then the EP came out. So it just started to make more sense. Also, that same EP mixtape came out, and you know that, like, yeah. That's I just had to put that out there because it was just, yeah.
So that was a project that you worked on. How long did you work on that project for?
I don't even know. I actually don't even know. I feel like either a couple months or a year. I don't know. But I wrote, thing is, because I wrote there's a lot of songs that aren't on it. I just write. All I do is write songs, innit? I just write songs, obviously, and then I just round them up, and I'm like, okay, cool. This suits this narrative. Da 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 da. And you know, so I don't really process how long
because it's just something it's a continuous thing that's happening.
Yeah,
continuous process.
Yeah, so I don't really know. I don't really know how long, really, but it took a while.
So how do you feel about DJ sets? Like what's your thoughts on those?
I think they're fun. Before, I used to think they were just all serious and scary, and now it's not all fun in games. I respect the thing. Like, it can be challenging at first. Now, because I'm so used to it, it's like, I think they're fun. I think it's fun, and I think it's just It's good. It's just great. It's great energy. You know, it's like, yeah, especially if it's like Rinse FM, not to shun any of the other like Don City, not to shun them, but like when you go on like Rinse FM, One Extra, obviously it's more serious. Represent, it's more serious and it's more like to get filmed and that, and it just feels like I'm one step closer to
the dream,
getting there. Yeah, so it's like, and just being in the same buildings as. Yeah, like with One Extra, being in the same buildings as like Drake's been in, Cardi B's been in, AJ Tracy's been in, Big Zoo's in. I don't know if he's still got his radio station there, but yeah, DJ Target, Sir Spyro, Logan Sama. Like, it's just a great feeling to be. You know what I mean? I just love
part of it.
Yeah, I just love everything about it. So. I just like it, you know.
What's the thing that you like the most or enjoy the most about being a musician or artist?
That my songs just finishing when the songs are finished and hearing them back, and then everyone's just enjoying them, hearing people spit my bars. Like the other day I released a freestyle, and I turned it into a song. It's called... Oh, no, let me not. And then
She's giving away too much information.
Yeah, but like...
Don't worry, I'm all ears.
Yeah, but Free Flow knows what song I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
But like, it's very catchy, and just hearing people just say the bars back, those things there just really... And I don't notice it at first until I hear people saying it. I'm like, oh, that is actually, those are my lyrics. Like, oh, okay, like, I'm doing something right. So it's like, as you can see, it's really like, it makes me happy. It just like the end, like when it's finished, and when you just hearing myself back as if I'm hearing another artist, and I'll be sitting on a train, I'm here listening to my music, and I'm just like this, and people thinking I'm crazy, but I'm like, look, like,
it's an accomplishment.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm listening to right now, and it's my song, so it's just, and the feeling of knowing it's gonna do well as well, like it has to, like it will, and if it doesn't, then I'll pay for flipping promotion. It's gonna do well, so do you know what I mean? So
I love it. Like, I love your positivity. I love the fact that you just literally are just going for what you want, and that's the thing. As long as you stay positive, dedicated, and hardworking, you're going to achieve it.
Thanks.
So today you had a gramophone experience. So was that your first gramophone?
No, it wasn't. But the one before was just. It was good. It was still doing well, but I didn't. To be honest, I'm gonna be so honest. I underestimated it, innit? Like I came, I didn't really dress up too much. And I didn't, because it wasn't going to be filmed as well, I was just like, but I still came done up a bit, and I came late, reason why I came late was actually because we filmed it on a Sunday, and I don't want to say my ends, I'm coming from Croydon, innit? So, it was a bit hard for me to get here on time, so then I was just like, and then my mind wasn't in the right, it wasn't in the right place. I still did well, but this one, like, today.
I've literally, I was watching you, and I heard everybody was like, wow. Literally everybody, all the guys from Free Flow, it was amazing. You came with so much energy.
Yeah, today was great. I enjoyed today's gramophone so much. And obviously, I didn't think it was something. Before I was just like, oh, it's just another thing. But then it actually is sick. Like, I looked over the app myself, and I was like, oh, okay, well... I'm a bit wrong here. That's okay. It's cool. Like,
it makes sense. It's logical.
Yeah, and I enjoy it. I just enjoyed it, especially like with Free Flow. You lot have made it so fun. Like, you lot have made it really fun to do, and it's just great.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm glad you had a good time here today. Yeah. It's also really important. So I just want to say thank you for coming down to Free Flow Studios. Thank you for doing the gramophone. Thank you for coming and sitting down and having an interview with me. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. You've got bundles of energy, but you're also so mature. For somebody that's 19, honestly, you've got bundles of wisdom. You're so mature, and I can't wait to see what you bring to the table and what you've got in store for us.
Thank you.
So thank you guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Sofa Talks with Roshi Rush. And we had the lovely Cassie Wrights with us today.
CASSIEY.
Love it. Thank you. Till next time.
Bye.
Thank you very much.